Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my current favorites. So I used to always do monthly favorites and I stopped maybe like in May or so, May or June, somewhere like late spring, early summer. And here's why. I felt like the things that I was sharing in my monthly favorites, some of them were like totally favorites. Some of them I was like totally in love with. And then other things I felt like I was just using as like filler. Like I wasn't like super excited about it, but I felt like I couldn't come to you with like two favorites. I had to have like other things that were interesting. And so I was kind of like not really super excited about a lot of things that I was sharing. Like some of them, like I said, I loved, and then other things it was kind of like, this is new and I kind of like it right now, but I don't know. And so that was one reason why I kind of wanted to stop, because a lot of things I felt like weren't truly my favorites. And then the other thing was I wasn't buying a lot of makeup, and I still am not. I mean, I get BoxyCharm every month, and that's like 5 full-size products, which that's a lot of makeup to get every month. And so the makeup that I have been buying has been either like stuff that I need, like foundations or like eye primers, things that aren't like super exciting. And a lot of times those products, I buy the same thing over and over again because I know I like it and I know I'm going to use it. And so they don't end up in these favorite videos. And so I didn't want to like make myself buy new makeup just to find things to add to my favorites videos. And so that was another reason why, and I hope that makes sense. But let's jump in, because I do have some favorites that I do really love that I want to share with you. Coffee's always a favorite. This shirt's really cute. I just got it the other day. It says living the dream. And it has a little Mickey on it. It was from Target. I mean, I guess that could be a favorite. I don't know. My trolley's a favorite. Trolley. Oh, jeez. Ouch. She's attacking me. I made this sign. It says Trolley in Sutter's house. Sorry. Trolley is my cat and Sutter is my dog. And they kind of rule the house, and sometimes people come over like for the first time or something, and my cat will be on the table and they're like, you let your cat on the table? I'm like, it's Charlie and Sutter's house, sorry, I just live here. Let's jump into the favorites. A few of these items are things that I have talked about before, but I've either been like experiencing them, or I've just been like continually using them, and I want to reiterate my favorite of them, my favoriteness of them. Yeah. So the first one is actually a foundation combo. It starts with this. This is the It Cosmetics CC Cream, Your Skin But Better, or Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum, SPF 50, UVA, UVB, Broad Spectrum Physical Sunscreen. It's a long name, but I love this foundation. It is a CC cream, but it does have a lot of coverage to it. I love using it by itself, but currently what I've been loving doing is pairing it with this foundation. This is the number 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation, and this is great. It definitely has more of like a full coverage feel, and it lasts a really long time, where this one can start to break down throughout the day, and so I like this with this. This one looks so much like skin on your skin, and this one doesn't exactly. Like, it has more of like the perfecting kind of thing going on, and so I really like putting them together. Also, through the summer, this I have in the shade Fair, which is I think maybe the lightest shade, and so through the summer it's a little bit light on my skin, where this number 7, I have it in the shade, it doesn't say anywhere on here, but I want to say it was like in the shade Cool Ivory or something, which I don't really know why I have this shade because I don't have cool tone skin. But the combo of this together is really good because this is a little bit too dark for me. Even through the summer when I'm like at my tannest, it's a little bit too dark. So them together is really great. and I love the way it lasts on my skin. I've pretty much been wearing this every day. I have it on my face today. I mean, I did do my makeup almost 12 hours ago, and so they last really well and they look good, and it stays kind of matte, but like not overly matte. It still kind of has like the skin-like finish, and so really enjoy these. And thought I would just share this combo I've been loving. Let's continue with the face theme. I've been really enjoying this palette. This is from Pure, and it's the Sculptor palette. Has 2 contour shades and then 2 highlights. This contour is much too dark for my skin. This one is even borderline too dark, but it makes a really nice contour slash bronzer kind of duo in one. I'm wearing it today. I just have like a little bit on, and since it is a little bit darker, I do have to be a little bit careful and make sure I'm not using too much of it. So I have just a little bit on. I can use a little bit of a fluffier brush and do like a light contour. And then both of the highlights are beautiful, but I've actually really been enjoying this color. I feel like when I first got this palette, I was using this color, which is in the shade Originator. And then now I really enjoy this one, which is in the shade Trailblazer. But they're both really pretty. The Trailblazer shade is just a little bit more golden and almost, I don't know, it just looks really nice in the summer. And so I've been totally loving this. This came in a BoxyCharm a few months ago, maybe May or June. So I've had it for a while. I was really afraid of it at first because those shades are pretty dark, and so I didn't get a ton of use out of it, but now I love it. And also this lighter colored contour shade, which is the shade Inventor. It looks really, really good in the brows, and so I've been using it as a brow powder when I'm just wanting like a really quick brow look, and it works super good. I have 2 lip products. The first one I'm pretty sure I have talked about before. It's from Frank Body, and it's a lip tint, and it's in the shade Nude. I think Nudes? Send Nudes, actually. And there's like a, yes, I have talked about this because there's a little booty, and I remember saying there's a little booty. But this is a really great little lip gloss kind of lip tint. It's not super sticky. It lasts a little while, not like a super long time, but it does have a nice tint to it. It's like this really nice pinky nude color, but almost kind of peachy too. I just love it. This summer has been the summer of like not caring about my lips. I put on a little tiny bit of liquid lipstick before this video because I kind of wanted to have like a little pop of color, and then I sheared it out a lot. But I've literally just been using that, or my Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm that I love as well, or this next product. My sister just bought this for me. I would not normally purchase this because I'm trying to be cruelty free, and this is not. This is from L'Oreal, but I have literally been loving this. So I'm coming to you to tell you about this, but also to ask for suggestions. If you know of a product that is similar to this, please let me know. This is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine lipstick, and I have it in the shade 904 Varnished Rosewood. But it's in this like cute little clear packaging. I have been absolutely loving this. The shade is beautiful. It goes on the lips beautifully. It has such a nice shine. It feels like lip balm, but it has like the opacity of a lipstick, but it's not super opaque either. It's not like super harsh. I wonder if it's just because it's like a sheen that it just looks so nice and like natural. It looks really pinky, like nude on my hand. I feel like on my lips, it almost comes across like a mauve-y, like purpley color. I'm guessing it's because my lips have like an undertone of like purple, and so it just comes across this like really cool mauve-y color, and I have been all about it with my hair. I feel like it just looks really nice, and so I've been loving it. Again, if you know of something similar that's cruelty-free, please tell me, because I love it and I want more, but I don't want to buy more L'Oreal. But I wouldn't mind buying another one, say like a NYX product or something, that'd be really great. I do have an eyebrow product. This is from Cella, and it's the Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I got this in a BoxyCharm in the month of July. My BoxyCharm for July was awesome. I talked about my recap and like my thoughts of it in my August BoxyCharm. I'll link that below or above or something. So if you're interested, I go into a little bit more detail about this, but I love it. It's got a brush on one end, and then on the other side, you have this little like tube of product. And so you can like stick your brush in there, and then it just adds like really nice definition to my brows. It's a little bit dark for me, I would say. But if I go in with a light hand and just like brush it out a little bit after, it looks so good. I'm not wearing it today because I went in with a pencil because I was lazy. This does take a little bit longer and I was in a rush this morning, but this has been my go-to for the last few weeks. It was actually in my purse, so it was another reason why I couldn't use it, because I had it in my purse because I used it the other day when I was at work, which I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing my brows at work, but we're still there. But I love this. I have an oil. So I've shared this before. My mom has been really into essential oils maybe like the last year or so. And so this is from doTERRA. It's one of their blends. It's called Motivate. And it's actually mixed with a little bit of like I think it's like a coconut oil. So it's like something you apply. It's in a little roller ball. And it is so nice. I've talked about it before. It's supposed to be like, the scent is supposed to like motivate you. Maybe that's a thing, but I just love the scent. I've definitely talked about this before, but it's so nice. When you smell it, it definitely has like a pepperminty, like vanilla smell to it, but a little bit like floral and like bright too. I don't know. It's just so nice. If you're ever looking for like an oil blend, I feel like it is kind of a little bit like awakening and like, I don't know, it makes me like excited. And so I do really, really like this. Again, I don't know if it helps me stay motivated, but it does add like a little bit of excitement, I guess. I like the scent. The last product I want to talk about is an eyeshadow palette. I actually just did a whole video about this as my last video. I'll make sure to link that one. But it's from Profusion, and it's this Sienna's palette, and it's a 21 shade eyeshadow palette with a little dual-ended brush. I bought this probably 2 weeks ago now, maybe a little bit more than that. I got it at Target. It's like a limited edition palette, so if you are interested in it, I would check it out. I actually am doing a giveaway of this palette as well. The giveaway has about a week and a half left, so if you're interested in that, make sure to check out that video because it'll have more of the information in the description bar, but all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel. But I would love to give one of you this palette because I've totally been loving it. But here's a little bit of a close-up on the shades. They're so pretty, so pigmented. Lasts all day on the eyes. I just popped a little bit of this certain shade onto my eyes with my finger because I didn't have eyeshadow on earlier, and I just like touched it on my lids and blended it out, and it was a super easy look. But I have been loving this palette. I honestly have been using this like every day since I've had it. The brush is actually really great as well. You get like a fluffy crease brush on this side, and then you get like a flat shader brush on this side. And I honestly have just been so blown away by the quality of this palette. It's $9.99 and it's beautiful. That's all I can say. And then my last favorite, currently, not for the month because I'm not doing monthly favorites, but as of right now, my last favorite is my tattoo. So this is my first tattoo I've ever gotten. I got it like 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago actually. I've had it for almost 3 weeks. I've been totally loving it, and I kind of wanted to share it with you and like tell you about it a little bit. So I don't really have a great way of showing it to you. It's kind of in a weird spot to show. It's like when people do swatches on their arm and they're like, let me show you. But it is of, here, we'll do this. There we go. It's of some tulips. And then there's just like some random other things. So I'm originally from California. I do live in Minnesota right now and love Minnesota. But the state flower of California is a poppy. And I've always loved them. I always thought they were so pretty. They grow in the wild. They're like a wildflower. It's illegal to pick them in California. But I just always grew up like loving poppies and I thought they were so pretty. And so probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I got this idea that I wanted like a California tattoo to kind of like remind me of home and remind me of family. But I didn't want it to be like overtly like California on my arm or like the shape of California. And so I thought poppies would be a really cool reminder of home. And so I went with that, and I've been thinking of this for like 3 years probably. I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to get it until more recently. So probably about a year ago, it really became like, I'm gonna think about this. I think I want poppies on my arm here. And I didn't know what I wanted exactly, but I knew I wanted it in black and white, and I just wanted flowers. So I started talking to one of my friends. She is a tattoo artist, and she also does like microblading eyebrows. And I started talking to her just like, hey, I've been thinking about this tattoo. Do you know anyone that you think would do a really good job? And she was like, yeah, I would. And I was like, okay. And so I had been talking to her about it for a while. And I like tattoos, and I think they look really cool on other people. I was a little bit afraid to get one for myself, but also I don't like the idea of spending money on a tattoo. Like, it just seems like something so excessive and like something I just didn't want to spend money on when there's so many other things to spend money on. So I'd been saving for one for a little while, and then I actually won a latte art throwdown like 2 months ago and won some cash. And so I decided it's now or never, or maybe not now or never, but like now's a great time, let's do it. So I scheduled an appointment, got this done, and am so happy. For my first tattoo, I feel like it's a little bit large, and I've had a lot of people say, oh my gosh, that's your first tattoo, it's so big. And I agree, but also, yeah, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, I love it. I think it's so pretty. I think she did such a good job. I will put her Instagram handle down below if you're interested, if you're in the Minneapolis area, Minnesota in general. Her name is Emily, and her Instagram is Emilyappolis, and she does super good work. And she also does eyebrows. Like I said, she's like the most popular person in the Twin Cities for that. So if you're interested in a tattoo or eyebrows, check her out. She's awesome, and she's my friend, and she's really cool. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this favorites video. I will be doing favorites occasionally when I have some things to share with you, just not every month. I don't want to force it. I don't want to like come up with favorites that aren't really my favorites. These really are my favorites. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye guys. Also, remember to enter the giveaway. You want to win the palette.